The Columbus Explorers won 68-63 over Western, advancing to the regional finals. They were led by Miami's Signee, Caleb Gaskins, who had 33 points and 12 rebounds. And look, Columbus is expected to make another deep run, even though it is a little bit of a new-look team this year. The four-time defending state champs, led by Caleb and a number of other key talented players, but they found themselves down by as many as 6 points in the second half. They were down by 3 going into the fourth quarter. And Caleb, talking with him after the game, I don't have a full interview with him on InsideTheU.com for VIP subscribers, but Caleb knows he has high expectations. He is expected to lead this team, and he absolutely did that in the fourth quarter. He had 16 points in the fourth quarter, really took over, and he made a huge three-pointer. Look, they're up by 4 with the ball, under 2 minutes to go, and he steps up and hits a big three-pointer from the wing and puts them up 7, and they kind of hold on from there. And he said, that really comes down to all the work he puts in to his three-point shooting, and he feels like it's an area that has improved. But look, he was certainly dominant inside the paint. He was very physical. He was tough for Western to handle. Western had some guards that made some plays and hit some shots, but Caleb, was definitely counted on, and he delivered, which was great to see. There was times in the game where Columbus was trailing, and I felt like Caleb could have, taken more of an initiative, and then he absolutely did that. So that was great to see, that he really understood with where this team is. They want to win another state title here in Class 7A. So he understood the moment, and I think that was great. I thought he had a great response to moments, even though it looked like Western had control. And I felt like there was a little bit of uneasiness here in the Columbus Gymnasium with, just with where they're at. Are they going to get upset? Western was hitting some threes, getting to the basket, making some tough shots, and they definitely had this momentum going for them. And I thought just Caleb did a really good job, again, putting his stamp on this game and really led him in the fourth quarter when they needed him the most. I thought that was a good sign from him, and just all around a good performance. As I mentioned, the 12 rebounds, a lot of offensive rebounds in that as well. And I'll have the full stats, posted on the website as well, so you can see his full breakdown with some of the other things he did in addition to the huge scoring performance. In addition to talking to Caleb about this game, had a chance to talk to him about what he thinks of the Miami Hurricanes season, so definitely want to check that out. But he's not surprised. He's been at a lot of Miami games. Look, he felt very comfortable and confident in new head coach Jay Lucas, and he felt like some people might have thought he was a little bit crazy for going to Miami. But he believed in this program and what it could do. He's really excited to get there and really excited for the future, and really likes what he sees in this year's team, even with the disappointing result for Virginia today. But all in all, Caleb's really excited about with what he's seen in the Hurricanes this year. I was here really early before the game started, before Western got here. I was here, and Columbus was going through some individual workouts. It was kind of good to watch them scattered across the gym, and watching Caleb. He spent a lot of time working on his perimeter shooting, and not just spot up threes. There was some pull up stuff, some transition threes that he was taking, or threes off the dribble. And just watching him, I thought he was doing a good job of hitting some threes on some consistent basis. So that was good to see, and watching him kind of go through this individual workout before the official warm-ups began. But all in all, just with all of these guys out here, was great. And had a chance to watch his brother, Caden Gaskins, a 2029 highly regarded prospect that Miami has offered. Now, Caden didn't play in the game. They've got other guys that they go to in the rotation, but it was actually really close to where I was standing, so I was able to watch Caden kind of go through his workout. There was times where he was working on his inside moves, finishing at the basket, and then also too, just as a versatile forward, watching him step out and shoot some perimeter shots. So he looks really good. He has looked good in the summer circuit as well, and he has contributed to this team throughout the season, but just doesn't have a high role right now, but definitely someone to certainly pay attention to moving forward. But that's going to wrap everything up with me here at Columbus High School. Good being over here, good watching the game. It is an exciting time of year as Columbus and Caleb and these guys are trying to make another run at winning another state championship. So definitely drop in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Caleb Gaskins, if you've had a chance to see him, what you're most excited about him, and just your thoughts on the Hurricanes this season as well as their future. But thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day, and take care.